Welcome, Dosto. Today we are going to talk about the state of economy. As you guys know, there's a lot of fear out there in the market. People who have invested in stock market seems to be running away. There are people who are traveling, have decided to cancel their plans to travel. As you guys know already, conferences are being canceled throughout the country. There are a lot of people who had booked their hotels now booking. I recently got emails from the airline industry that they are offering incentives for people who wants to plan but unsure. So all of these things are pointing to this chaos that's going on in our economy. As you guys know, CDC just recommended that older folks needs to take special precautions. Similarly, there are schools that are being canceled, universities that are asking people to study from home. There are companies that are asking people not to come to work and work from home. So as you can see, there's a lot going on, and all of this is spreading nothing but fear.
That's it. That's the economic chaos that's created everywhere. Dow Jones has come down from 29,000 on February 10th. High of 29,000 has come down to about 23,800 in that range. So about 30% drop in the Dow Jones, and a lot of people invested in the stock market, the 401ks, the IRAs, the stock options. People have a lot of stock options with their companies. There's a fear created in their minds, what will happen, what is going to happen, am I losing this? I see everywhere so much depression. People talking about coronavirus and coronavirus. That's
So
it.
let me ask you this, Sanjivji. Are you scared?
I'm not scared. If I'm scared, I'm not with you right now.
So you're not scared, but don't we feel afraid of people that we know, the people we work with? Isn't, like, for example, there are a lot of clients coming in.
Right.
Does that thought comes to your mind that somebody might be infected?
Yes, definitely. But like we said, we are taking a lot of precautions, and people are liking it because they come and wash their hands and everything. We give the sanitizer, everything is available. So it's like a precaution. It's just precaution we are taking care of. And because of this coronavirus issues, the viral infection has gone down because everywhere
Because people are taking more precautions.
cleaning everywhere. Cleaning. I was seeing that bar station being cleaned so much, and so much dirt came out from the bar station. So just a lot of cleanness is there.
Yeah, I guess in one way this is the Diwali time, huh?
Not a holy
Everybody
time,
cleaning
by the
their
way.
home.
Why say happy Holi?
So let me ask you this. So you bring up a great point, Holi. I don't really hear a lot about Holi. There's no events going on for Holi. I mean, how does that make you feel? Like there's no community activities.
Depression. It's kind of depression. Like a Holi event, a lot of people cancelled it. I think there were a couple of events being planned, but they've all cancelled. All big events are being cancelled. But this is a time for us to look into it. This is a time to go back and take stock of the situation. Don't worry. Don't fear. You can definitely do a lot of better things. Maybe a good time to buy stocks. It's not bad.
In my opinion, excellent to buy time to stocks because they're cheap.
And by the way, real estate has not impacted so much as yet.
Yeah, real estate, I guess people still need place to live. They're not so fearful. They feel comfortable.
One reason for that is the interest rate is not so low. In fact, is no.
It will get even lower.
Even lower. So,
Yep.
like they are saying, 30-year fixed is around 3.25%,
Right?
and 5/1, 7/1 is in the range of 2.5 to 2.75. Never heard about this one.
Right.
Never heard of this one. And President Trump is coming up with the economic stimulus. That's what he keeps saying. Yesterday he talked about giving the payroll tax cut and giving a relief to workers who are in those industry affected, like travel industry, hospitality is there, so all restaurants, hotels. So let's see how this turns out. It's very difficult part for him to cross the barrier. Congress is definitely is headed by the Democrats. And
Look,
let's see.
One thing I would say, Sanjeevji, which I feel that it happens a lot, there's too much conversation happening about this particular topic and not enough conversations happening all the other things.
Yes.
Right? For example, this is a tax time. That's a conversation you should have. Their stocks are cheap right now. That's a conversation you should have. Like you said, interest rates are low. That's a conversation you should have. There's a lot of opportunities all around the country, but I see people are just always talking so much about this small little tiny negative part. I know some of you guys might criticize me. Hey Deepak, there are millions of people being affected by this. Probably not really millions, but you get the point. A lot of people are affected by this point. Some people have died from this as well. So I'm not denying that it's not happening. All I'm just saying, this stuff had happened before, and this stuff is happening every day. but we're not fearful of it. We don't spend our entire day being depressed about it.
Right.
We're
No,
cheerful.
we can be more creative. We can constructive in whatever time we have. We can think about what else we can do, because this time, whatever is available to us, whether you're working from home or you're working in office, you can revisit your financial situation and take better decisions. A lot of time people say they don't have time to think about it. Now is your time. Now you can think about investment. Now you can think about diversification. It's a good time. We missed a lot of earlier downfalls like market recession in 2008, real estate recession 2009, 10, and we missed that bus. And we were saying, oh, so if we have done that, we would have been different. Now this is the time to look back and see what else you can do.
I would recommend that if you have a financial consultant that you work with, a financial advisor, this will be a great time to set up an appointment with them and talk to them, get to learn what options might be available for you. So that would be a great time to do that. Probably a good time to visit somebody who is really good with real estate, see what is available out there in the market, get to know that. That would be a great time.
Definitely.
Right?
Real estate, financial advisor, tax planners, tax is an important aspect. Diversification is there's how to start a business. You can look into that. How to expand your business, because that's also there. Cheap rates, interest rates are so low. There you can get the equity line from your home, or you can take a business line, expand the business. Look for ways you can do it. When the situation improves, you should not be late. You should be upfront.
Now, let me ask you this. In your opinion, how India will be impacted by this? Or how about the people who are investing in India? Because I know that market
I
is,
think India is very. A lot of viruses are already there.
right?
So they are not impacted. I don't think they are impacted by this thing.
Yeah, well, but nonetheless, people are definitely even more fearful in India than it is in US. At least that's what it sounds like when I'm calling abroad. I'm sure many of our audience call their friends and family members. They probably feel the same way.
But I think the economic situation in India is even worse. It's not even getting better. We have seen that Yes Bank issue that happened. There's a lot of thing happening in Yes Bank. A lot of bank bad loans. The managing director of the Yes Bank, he was arrested. So a lot of things are happening in that area. The State Bank of India has taken hold of Yes Bank. So if you are one of those Yes Bank depositor, don't feel bad about it. The RBI is working on it. So yes, situation in India is not improving at all, and let's wait. Let's see how Prime Minister Modi does all this economic changes in the country. Finance Minister is working something. Let's see how it goes. The budget proposals are being discussed. Not big change in that. Let's see how it happens. And most important thing is the LIC Life Insurance Corporation issue, public issue. I'm waiting for that one. That really can change a lot of things.
Yeah. And as far as US is concerned, I still don't see people losing jobs. I don't see companies being closed down. So those hard signals that tells you that a particular economy is in a lot of trouble, that is not yet happening.
No, because the banks are solid.
Right.
See, when the banks are the backbone of any economy. In 2008, what happened? The banks were in a bad situation because they were bad loans, and they were not have the financial resource to overcome those difficulties. Here, the bank is very strong. They are not lending money. There are a lot of checks and balances in place. So definitely, this economy is strong. It's not bad. It's strong. That's why I keep saying you have to take advantage. Think about it. Use it instead of wasting time. Use it constructively to diversify, expand, or start a new something which you can help not only in taxes but also to get money in your pocket.
Yeah, I think like we said so many times in this video, the main point here is, guys, there is millions of people telling you what not to do.
Yes.
Right? But it would be really nice that if you can take some time out of your day-to-day routine and focus on things that you can do and you should do right now, because those are the things that's actually going to drive growth for you.
So if in Hindi it says corona, ye mat corona, wo mat corona, अरे मत जाओ मत करो. Everybody says corona, mat corona. There's something has to be some karo bhai.
I guess so. That's very true. So instead of karo na karo, that's what you need to do.
Na has to be taken out.
Na has to be taken out. So that's basically we would just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about current economy to kind of give you our view on it. So our advice would be just don't panic too much. Be careful. We're not saying completely close your eyes. Be careful, watch your eyes. But at the same time, pay attention to what you can do.
And
So
we are doing all basic stuff. We are cleaning our hands. We are cleaning our house. We keep our house clean. We keep our offices clean. The staff knows us. Staff knows everything about cleanness, and we take those basic steps every day. And it's not become. One does not have to be fearful. Just take the basic steps. Think about what you can do better in the coming weeks, and relax and just go over this period. Just that's what I say. And don't start selling like in 401k. Start selling those stocks and everything, and then you realize, oh, why did I do that? The market can rebound.
I think I saw research a few years ago. I don't know if you read the same kind of stuff. They were saying that if market is on downfall and you take your money out of the market and you miss 7 important
Oh, yeah,
days,
yes.
right, when the real growth happens, like all of a sudden overnight the growth happens.
Right.
In those 7 days, you can significantly lose a lot of wealth. Right. So you can't really pick and choose because you don't know.
If there's no wealth, how can you grow it?
Correct.
So if you take it out, so don't book losses. Just be patient. Just have calmness, and think about how to like we keep on saying diversifying and growing your money.
Yep. So if you guys have any questions about economy, any suggestions for us, how can we make our office better, and if we can answer any question, definitely reach out to us. There is a ask a question tab right on top of the screen. So just click on that, ask your question. We'll be happy to bring a response to you in a video format. Now, before I let you guys go, just want to remind you guys, we do have a webinar coming up in, I think in about a week and a half or
Yes,
2 weeks.
March 21st. It's all about a very important topic, foreign account reporting.
So those of you guys who have assets in India, you probably have invested in bank accounts, insurance policy, maybe you own a land, maybe you own a property, maybe you have a commercial property, any kind of investment or income that is happening outside of US, this will be a great webinar for you guys to join. It's free, no cost, and you don't have to fear for Corona because it's online. So as long as your computer is Corona free, that means you have no risk whatsoever.
And iPhone free too.
And you can join it from iPhone. We use Zoom meeting, by the way, as you guys. Do you see Zoom stock, by the way? It's zooming.
Oh, really?
Zoom stock is zooming. You guys know it went public, I think, around $40 or $60, and just in matter of 2 days, it went up to $80. And right now, since this fear started, it's over $120.
Wow.
So
But it's a good time to buy the airline stocks.
yeah, airlines are or cruise lines. Cruise lines crash. I think Carnival the other day I was looking at. The Carnival one was earlier trading at 80 or 90 bucks. Now it's down to like 25, $27. So like it really crashed. But I don't know. Cruise lines, I don't know how it will impact because I think it's going to be a while before people start cruising.
Right.
There will be a huge impact on profitability for sure. Same thing with airline. But think about airlines I think airlines are a little bit more versatile. There's just so many more. Like you can literally stop airlines. You know, people has to travel.
Has to travel. 4.3 billion people traveled last year.
Right, and the thing is, the cruise lines generate huge profits, but airlines generate tiny profit in each flight. So if they're not profitable, all they do is they cancel flight. I know many friends who have actually overseas, and they say, "Oh, the airline is rerouting us." And when they say rerouting, what that means is they just don't have enough traffic on that flight path, so they just cancel the flight and reroute the traffic. So I think airlines has much more control over how they can limit their losses compared to cruise lines, in my opinion. But similarly, hospitality probably will get impacted, so they would be really good stocks to invest in right now, in my opinion. Restaurants, any good restaurants, because they will take a hit if there are not enough people traveling. Obviously, not enough people going to be eating at the restaurant, so they would be good investment. Like anything that is cheap. And when I looked at the market yesterday, it felt like everything was cheap. You know, like everything was discounted compared to the day before. So in one ways, it's a great time to buy. So please focus on that. Look at what you can do. Sanjeev ji is not a financial advisor. He's a CPA. He's a tax advisor. And I have no credentials whatsoever to guide you about finances. We do recommend you talk to your financial advisor to get the proper picture of where you should invest or you shouldn't. This was just our opinion. We just wanted to talk to you about current state of economy. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you do have a question, don't forget to click that button up there. Thank you.